reinforcement. It is help to increase the ability of child. सबसे पहला पॉइंट आपको समझ ही आ रहा होगा कि ये किसी भी बच्चे की एबिलिटी को इंक्रीज करता है बाय यूजिंग रीइंफोर्सर्स. एंड सेकेंड वन इज इट इज़ हेल्प टू चाइल्ड टू परफॉर्म एनी टास्क परफेक्टली. ये बच्चे की कोई सा भी टास्क में हेल्प करता है परफॉर्म करने में अच्छे से बाय यूजिंग रीइंफोर्सर्स. थर्ड है हमारा रीइंफोर्समेंट इज यूज टू हेल्प increase the probability that a specific behavior will occur with the delivery of a stimulus immediately after a behavior is exhibited. इसका मतलब है कोई भी पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर होता है उसमें इंक्रीज करने में हेल्प करता है हमारा रीइंफोर्समेंट बाय गिविंग स्टिमुलस, एंड नेगेटिव बिहेवियर को डिक्रीज करने में हेल्प करता है. रीइंफोर्समेंट इसके दो टाइप होते हैं, पॉजिटिव होता है और नेगेटिव होता है. पॉजिटिव में वो होता है जब हम बच्चे को कुछ चीज़ देते हैं टास्क कंप्लीट कराने के लिए, जैसे कि उसकी कोई लाइक थिंग दे दो जो भी उसे पसंद हो. और नेगेटिव वो होता है जो भी उसकी बच्चे की मनपसंद चीज़ होती है वो हम उससे रिमूव कर देते हैं ताकि उसे पर जो भी वो बिहेवियर कर रहा है वो स्टॉप हो जाए और वो अपना टास्क अच्छे से कंप्लीट कर सके. आपको बस इतना याद रखना है, पॉजिटिव में हम बच्चे को उसकी मनपसंद चीज़ देते हैं एंड नेगेटिव में बच्चे की मनपसंद चीज़ उससे हटा देते हैं. पॉजिटिव इंक्रीज करता है पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर को एंड नेगेटिव डिक्रीज करता है बिहेवियर को, नेगेटिव बिहेवियर को. अब मैं आपको अपनी कुछ ड्राइंग है उसके थ्रू सिखाना चाहूँगा. यहाँ पर एक मॉम है एंड एक चाइल्ड है. मॉम ने चाइल्ड को बोलती है कि बेटा अपना होमवर्क कंप्लीट कर लो, बट वो कहता है कि नहीं मुझे अभी टीवी देखना है, कार्टून देखना है. फिर देन यहाँ पर जो मॉम है वो पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट का यूज़ करती हैं, जैसे कि वो बोलती हैं देखो बेटा जो भी उसकी मनपसंद चीज़ होती है वहाँ यहाँ पर वो उसकी मॉम उसे बोलती है जब तुम अपना होमवर्क फिनिश कर लोगे तब मैं तुम्हें ये चीज़ तुम्हारी दूंगी. अब आते हैं हम नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट में. अब जैसे कि आप पिक्चर देख ही रहे होंगे, एक बच्चा है जो बलून की बहुत ज़िद कर रहा है और उसकी मॉम जो है परेशान है क्योंकि वो उसे मार्केट लेके आई थी और बलून देख के जो है बच्चा बहुत ज़िद करने लग गया कि मुझे बलून चाहिए. अब यहाँ पे मॉम जो है नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट का यूज़ करेंगी, जैसे कि अब मॉम बोल रही है बच्चे से कि मैं तुम्हें कार्टून नहीं देखने दूँगी. तो यहाँ पे जो हमने यूज़ किया नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट यूज़ किया कि कार्टून जो है वो बच्चे से रिमूव किया जाएगा. तो रिमूव किया जाएगा इसका मतलब है कि कोई भी उसकी मनपसंद चीज़ रिमूव की गई है, दैट इज नेगेटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट. और लास्ट हम आते हैं टाइप्स ऑफ रीइंफोर्सर्स. रीइंफोर्सर्स कितने टाइप्स के होते हैं? प्राइमरी होता है, सेकेंडरी होता है, सोशल होता है ना, एक्टिविटी बेस्ड होता है. रीइंफोर्सर जो कि हम बच्चों को देते हैं उसके टास्क कंप्लीट करने में, पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर इंक्रीज करने में और नेगेटिव बिहेवियर डिक्रीज करने में. इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द बायोलॉजिकल नीड्स लाइक ईटिंग. प्राइमरी में हमारा जो भी ईटिंग से रिलेटेड होता है, खाने पीने से रिलेटेड, वो हमारा प्राइमरी में आता है. जो भी बच्चों को मनपसंद होता है खाने में वो हम एज ए रीइंफोर्सर देते हैं. सेकेंडरी में यूज़ होता है जैसे कि पेन, पेंसिल, टॉयज, गिफ्ट जो भी होता है वो हम सेकेंडरी रीइंफोर्सर यूज़ करते हैं क्योंकि हम हमेशा उसे खाने पीने की चीज़ नहीं दे सकते. सोशल रीइंफोर्सर होता है जो कि बेस्ड होता है जैसे कि गोल्डों से शाबाशी देना, वेरी गुड क्लैपिंग करना, ये सब आता है हमारा सोशल रीइंफोर्सर में. एक्टिविटी बेस्ड रीइंफोर्सर वो होता है जो कि हमारा एक्टिविटी बेस्ड होता है, जैसे कि जो भी बच्चे को पसंद है एक्टिविटी वो उसके टास्क कंप्लीट करने के बाद वो उसे एक्टिविटी करवाई जाए. कुछ भी हो सकता है इसमें, गेम हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. अब आते हैं, अब हम बात करेंगे चाइल्ड बिहेवियर पे जो कि आपको डॉक्टर पलक बताएंगी.
Hi everybody, my name is Palak and I am a counseling psychologist. Today I'm going to talk about the behavioral issues among children and how as parents and teachers we can deal with the kids having such issues. So the first and foremost thing that we observe generally among young children and even in adults is that of being rebellious or defiant. As kids, they do not have any responsibility, so they do not understand the importance of obeying rules. They mostly want to disagree or do things opposite to what they are told to do. As adults, because of hormonal changes, mostly the children get rebellious with their parents and even with the teachers. In school they have arguments even with their peers. So at this point of time, rather than being angry with the kids, it's our responsibility to teach them what is right and what is wrong, simply by being open to the kids and talking about the general issues in adult age. And as kids, we should not raise our hands on kids, because generally what happens is that we get frustrated and tend to lose our temper and raise our hands on kids. This would make them more defiant and rebellious. Rather than understanding and listening to you, they would get more and more rebellious. So to deal with the rebellious nature of the child, it is very important for you to spend time with your children and know. The second issue that we are going to talk about is that of inattention or inattentiveness. The kids tend to lose their focus while studying or while doing anything, even if they are doing a certain activity in which they are very much interested. They tend to lose their focus very easily. So at that time, we should make sure that we should take our kids out for some kind of physical activity, because the kids are nowadays involved too much in technology. They like to play games on either phones or tablets or laptops only. Do not like to go out to play, because for increasing one's attention, you need to open your muscular tension. The muscular tension is too high amongst kids because of being involved in the phones or tablets too much. So what we can do is, every evening for half an hour to 1 hour, take our kids out and let them play, let them run, or make them cycle, take them out for swimming or any activity which involves full body movements. This will increase their blood flow, the muscular tension will release, and automatically the child would be able to focus on the things very easily. The third issue is that of kids being disrespectful and using foul language or abusive language and being aggressive or violent. Now, as kids grow, they have certain hormonal changes happening within their bodies. So when there are hormonal changes happening, it generally comes out in the form of aggression. Even if the smallest things of the kids are not being fulfilled, they would get aggressive and try to be physically violent. Now we need to tell them that this is not the right approach towards anything. It is our responsibility as parents and teachers to explain the kids that being physically violent won't help you to get to what you want. Any negative thing would have an impact on you, which will affect you negatively only. This will not give you some positive outcomes. So if a child is being physically aggressive or violent, as parents at home, you should not raise your hands on them. Rather than, you should try to talk it out, that what is the thing that is bothering them and they are acting in that manner. Please try to find out as to why and what are the reasons behind a particular behavior. In the past issues also, I had said that rather than raising your hands on kids, please talk it out, because talking is the only way out that as parents and teachers we can do and help the children in getting out of the problems whichever they are facing. Now, if any child is using abusive language or foul language and being disrespectful, it is our duty as parents to teach them that what is right and what is wrong, and usage of abusive language will not be tolerated in any manner, come what may. We should explain the kids that this is not acceptable at all. So cursing, at least in this context, is not bad. If you ever feel like the child is crossing his or her line in the matter of disrespecting and usage of abusive language, you could definitely curse them, but to a certain extent. It shouldn't go beyond that. Still, I would again say that please maintain a healthy and good relationship with your children, so that if they have any issue, they could come up to you and tell you that what is it that's bothering them. It is very important for us as parents and even as teachers to have a healthy relationship with the kids and to keep a proper chain of communication with the kids. The children should respect us out of love. They shouldn't respect us out of the fear that is there in most of the children, that if I don't respect my parents or if I don't respect an elderly figure, I'm going to be beaten up by my parents or by my teachers. So this is a very wrong approach that we generally choose to teach the kids how to respect others and how to deal with others. So we should try to talk as much as we can, try to get involved with our children as much as we can, and teach them good values and help them out in solving their problems. So the last issue that I'm going to talk about is that of bullying. As the kids grow, bullying seems to be a very fascinating word for them. Generally, we feel that a person who is having low self-esteem bullies the other person. Rather, the story is the other way around. The person who is bullying is actually having a very high self-esteem. They know that the people who are sensitive need to be targeted to get bullied. Bullying can be in the form of verbal bullying or cyberbullying also. There are various forms of bullying. Physical bullying is also one of the forms, which takes on another form generally known as sexual harassment. So if you feel that your child is being bullied or your child is bullying, please, if the child is being bullied, ask the child that who is doing so, why is it happening with that particular child, and what are the reasons behind it. And if you find that your child is bullying the other child, then please talk to your child, ask that what are the reasons that he is behaving in such a manner, because this might currently give pleasure to your child, but later on in adult years he or she might face some sort of psychological disorder or some psychiatric issue which is going to affect the child adversely. So as teachers in school, it is our responsibility to set certain rules and make it clear to the kids that these are the do's and don'ts they need to follow. If a child is being caught bullying, there is a direct rustication from school, and the child will not be given a second chance. So to avoid such things, we should always stay in our limits, be nice with everybody, and treat equally each and every person around you. Showing some sort of negative reinforcement or negative punishment is going to help you in dealing with such children. It's better to divert the attention of such kids, better to talk about their career, better to talk about what kind of activities they would like to do, and make them involve or indulge them in certain things which would not make them think about troubling or bullying the other person. So I hope that few tips that I gave you today might help you in dealing with the kids more effectively and efficiently. Thank you.